Hey y'all, Chuck here with No Time to Be Sad here in rainy Thap Phnom, Thailand. It's been doing nothing but raining the last couple of weeks, so I've been kind of stuck at home in between our trips. We've had a lot of guests come in and out of the town, so we've been entertaining and probably drinking too many Leos. But anyway guys, I need to talk to you about something that's all over my comment section. I've been getting several emails about, and I see lots of people making controversial videos about the facts of what's happening here in Thailand. So I just want to talk to you guys about a few things and share some actual facts from Thailand Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and not some crazy guy with some kind of robot voice YouTube channel that's making up stories or vlogs or blog sites or any other hysteria that's out there. So let's just concentrate on the facts, because I think that's what we need to know if we're going to consider moving to Thailand. I know throughout the last few years there's been a lot of changes happening in Thailand, and some of them directly affected you, whether it was smoking or drinking on the beaches, having to have a license to rent a motorbike, or if you're a vendor that was selling stuff on the streets of Bangkok or Khao San Road, or a mafia taxi driver in Phuket, or one of the many vendors that were clogging the streets in Pattaya. Stuff that directly affects you and changes your lifestyle. It probably doesn't make you happy when Thailand goes through these changes, but the change is always directed to be a positive instead of a negative, whether you think so or not. Thailand is going through some major changing right now. There's some changing that's happening through immigration, and there's changes happening through politics and government inside Thailand. So let's talk about these things today. First off, I want to share this, and I have shared this in previous videos, but the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Thailand website is a go-to website in Thailand. Not visa.com, not Bangkok Post, not BangkokVisa.com, whatever it is that you're looking at. Those are good informational sites. A lot of it is opinions from other people's experiences, which it's good to know that. But if you're looking for actual facts, it's best to look at Thailand government sites or the Ministry of Foreign Affairs site, which is predominantly in English. In this site, you can do all your research. They have taken the time to make some awesome YouTube videos in clear English that you can understand about where the direction that Thailand is trying to go right now through its changes. It is very important for you to watch these. If you are concerned about the dynamics of Thailand and the future of Thailand and the direction of Thailand, you should take time out to watch these couple of videos to get a kind of an understanding of the direction that they want to be going into. In this website, there's up-to-date information as of today that you can read and do your research on. You can go in here and look at the 12 core principles that they are trying to do today. All of these things are to benefit the people of Thailand, to benefit the economy, to try to make Thailand a better place and move forward. Their number one concern right now is economic growth for the future. Right now they're really concentrating on the future of Thailand, the future generations of Thailand, and they're trying to make Thailand move forward from where it is today into something that its younger generation is going to demand. So they are trying to educate their people today on economic philosophy to be more sufficient for a better quality of life. Nobody likes changes. Changes are difficult to go through. It's kind of like buying a smartphone. You know, you're really happy with the phone you got, so you go and you upgrade it, and all of a sudden you don't know how to use it and you miss your old phone. But once you figure out how to use your new phone, you love it until the next one comes about. So we all don't like change, for sure. It has to happen for an economy. The government is working really hard right now for transparency and integrity within itself. There's always been a lot of corruption. In every country there's always going to be corruption, but in Thailand there's been quite a bit. They have created agencies within itself to monitor other agencies to make sure to minimize any corruption that might occur. But definitely the economy is the main thing that they are working right now. I know people want to believe that tourism is going to destroy Thailand. I would agree 100% with you if that was the only thing that was keeping Thailand alive. And maybe in the past the economy really depended on tourism coming here, but they are changing that right now. And you can go on this website and you can look at factual information of what's going on with trade, what's going on with the economy, what's actually going on with tourism, which is a true fact that tourism has decreased this year. What's going on with their exports and their imports. If you're really concerned about what's going on with Thailand's economy, this will show you some actual facts of what's going on through the changes that they're trying to make. Manufacturing, trade, and investment in the country is what they're really concentrating on right now, and it's what they have been concentrating on in the past few years by cleaning up a lot of the problems with the infrastructure, with the corruption within the provinces in every department. They're really making a lot of effort right now to fix a lot of that stuff, and they still have a long way to go. But they still have to try to be appealing to the global economy, have to be appealing to the infrastructure for people to want to come and invest in Thailand. They can't have problems where people bombing, and every country's got its problems with terrorism, and Thailand has to make some changes within itself to try to combat some of that also, and also show that they're willing to make changes to try to counteract some of that. But on the World Bank Ease of Doing Business Index, Thailand was rated number 46 in 2017. In 2018, it moved up to 26, and it's climbing right now. Thailand right now is the 5th most attractive place for doing business in Asia. I don't know if you guys remember what Korea looked like 20-25 years ago, or Japan, but it has evolved into something totally different today. I really am disappointed that Thailand is going to be like that. To be totally honest with you, I really love the simplicity of Thailand and the way things are today. I love the happiness of the people. I would hate to see Thailand engulfed in the Western mentality where its people are stressed out about how to become better than the other. But I can see it right now in the TV. I can see it with the youth. I can see it with the culture changing, that right now they're trying to be something that they can't be. They can't be white, but they're doing everything that they can. They want to be better for themselves, and they're constantly trying to improve their lifestyle. So you could say this is a good thing for humanity, but I am at the point now where I got rid of all that stuff, and I love simplicity, and I hate to see the country be engulfed in things. But I think that's the direction that it's going to, unfortunately. But a lot of people say, oh, I'm going to move to Cambodia, or I'm going to move to Laos, or I'm going to move to the Philippines. Well, I still think the quality of life is very good here in Thailand. I still think that I can easily live here on $30 US a day and have a really good quality of life. I'm still extremely happy with living here in Thailand, but it is going through some changes. A lot of the changes that I've seen directly is the infrastructure. Thailand is projected to spend about $32 billion on infrastructure through its transportation, whether it's roads, through its airports, through its highways, its rail systems. Everywhere we go, we see widening roads. They're building a massive superhighway right now. They've already started on rail systems throughout Thailand, high-speed rails. They're just totally revamping the infrastructure in Thailand. And what this is going to do, it's going to help out with their free trade agreements through the neighboring ASEAN countries. So that is already having an effect on Thailand, and it's easier for them to ship goods through Thailand, and it really is helping their economy. The economy is growing. You can see it by the Thai baht right now. Tourism is dropping, but the economy is booming, and they're making it more appealing for people to want to come to Thailand and do business. Right now, that is what Thailand is really focusing on. They are focused on tourism as well too. Thailand has a lot to offer for tourism. I think when you talk to a lot of people back home about Thailand, the first thing they think of is Pattaya, right? Or they think of Phuket, or they think of the walking street. It has over 100 national parks here, beautiful mountains, beautiful oceans, beautiful people, rivers, temples, the culinary, the food is amazing, the culture is amazing, Buddhism is amazing, Muay Thai, I don't know, the list goes on with Thailand. You know, just like anywhere you go in life, you always get what you give. If you're coming to a country in Asia and you are expecting people to respect you, you have to show respect back. Thailand is a very respectful country. I don't know if you've noticed, but it doesn't matter where you go. You could go into a department store. If an employee sees somebody of authority, they always show respect to that person. Thai people are very respectful to their king, to their family, to their elders, to their superiors. When you go into an immigration office, they're always dressed in uniform. You will see them conduct themselves in a professional way. If they see a higher ranked person, it's just like the military. You see a higher ranked person, they don't salute, but they Y them and they show respect. So if you're going into their facility in a tank top, shorts, and long toenails coming through your sandals, you're probably not going to get the respect that you think you need. But I get it. You know, we did our duty in our country. We worked really hard. We saved our money. We want to come to Thailand and we want to enjoy life. But you need to learn how to respect other people's cultures and beliefs. And if you expect the same in return, you have to give it. And if the alternative is just move to another country, you're going to find out eventually that's going to come back to you every time, because in Asia, they really believe in respect. They really believe in karma. They really believe you get back what you give in life. So please learn to adapt and not expect them to join in on the craziness that we have to deal with back in the States. I know if I have to go to the post office, it's going to be crazy and it's going to be a problem every single time. If I've got to go to the Department of Motor Vehicles, I can expect the same thing. But if you go to like the Department of Motor Vehicles here, they all work for the government, they're all wearing uniforms, they're all being respectful. They all expect you to have the proper documents that you need to be able to get what you want. So I know there's not a rule book that says you need to have this, and this. If something's changed and you go, oh, well, this isn't how it was for me last time I was here, it's not going to work out in your favor. And you'll find that out yourself. So it's always best not to argue, just say, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know. And a lot of times with that, as long as you're dressed appropriately and you show respect, most of the time they'll say, okay, no problem, I'll go make a couple copies for you. Next time, make sure you have this 2 or 3 copies of whatever you need. So it's pretty simple. I talk to about 1,000 people a month. I have people come visit me. The stories that I hear on the internet, I don't get here from my own personal experience and what people share to me. I just don't see it. So I'm making this video today because I want to share this website with you. Again, I want you to watch the videos. I want you to have an understanding about what Thailand's going through. Another question that gets popped up, I don't want to talk too much about this because I did make a video not too long ago about the immigration here in Thailand. I'll share a video with you again, but people are talking about the TM30 when you're traveling around Thailand. I get a lot of people asking me, hey Chuck, you travel a lot through Thailand. How do you deal with this new policy in Thailand where every time you go into a different province for more than 24 hours, you have to go check into the immigration office? Yeah, the way that sounded, that is horrible. That would be a horrible thing for anybody to come to Thailand on a retirement visa who's expected to travel and see the beauty of Thailand, but now I can't go from point A to point B because I got to spend 4 hours in an immigration office and say, hey, I was here, now I'm leaving. It just doesn't make sense, right? That doesn't make sense to me at all, 100%. So here's the thing. Whenever you check into a hotel or a homestay or wherever you're staying, it is the obligation of the owner to check you in through immigration. On the last video, I showed you how they actually do it. All they got to do is go on this official website with your passport information. This is why they ask you for your passport when you're checking in. They type in your passport number, say you're staying here at this particular date, and that's it. It's not your responsibility to go to the immigration office, okay? It's the responsibility of the landowner or the hotel or wherever you're staying. So if you're staying at, like we stay at our aunt's house, we never stay there longer than 24 hours, so it's not really necessary for me to do anything, because it states if you're somewhere more than 24 hours in that province, you're staying in that province, you need to check in where you're residing. Well, typically we don't. But here's the thing. Immigration only knows when you go outside of the country and you come back, you get another reentry card that's stapled into your passport. So with that, the immigration at the airports, and it's a new number, so you have to check into your local immigration office to say, hey, I just traveled back here from wherever and I'm still staying at this residence. And they're like, okay, and then they'll check, they'll give you a new residence piece of paper, a stamp. That way you can come back in 90 days and do your check-in where you reside, okay? So if I'm leaving here and I'm gonna go stay in Khon Kaen for a couple of days, they have no idea that I'm going to Khon Kaen, okay, first off. So I'm just going to leave that out there on the table. What are you going to do? Rush in, oh, I'm staying here, I'm staying here, I'm staying here, I'm staying here. They have no idea. But when you leave the country, that you definitely have to go. But what will happen if you forget or you don't, you get an 800 baht fine. Nobody's kicking you out of the country. They just want you to report. They want to keep track of everybody. This is all part of keeping track of who's coming in and out of the country. They've had a few terrorist attacks in Bangkok and Thailand, and they want to make the country more appealing for investors, people to move into Thailand and spend money. So Thailand has to do things accordingly to try to take care of these problems, to show an effort that they're trying to. And unfortunately, a lot of times it comes back at us. Just like in America with the Patriot Act, just like in America with having to travel through an airport, just like in America when we have to go through TSA. That's all because of some bullcrap other people coming into our country and trying to destroy us. Things change, things happen, it's just the way it is. But hey, if you want to move to the Philippines or you want to move to Cambodia, then only do what makes you happy, but at least know the facts and at least know what Thailand is going through. I think if you people that want to move to Japan know that if they move to Japan, they know it's a beautiful, well-organized place, but most of the time you can't live there on a small retirement pension. You have to work. And same with Korea, to me, was more expensive than America. And then Singapore and stuff like that. Taiwan, Hong Kong, they're all developed countries, and that's what Thailand wants to do. Unfortunately for me, but it's to benefit Thailand and the future of Thailand. So like it or not, that's the way it is. This whole objective is not because they don't like Falang and they don't want you to come. This is just, it's what's happening. So anyway, check out the videos, check out the websites. I hope you enjoyed listening to me blah, blah, blah. If you didn't, I'm sorry, but if you did, click like, subscribe. We got a lot of stuff coming in the future, and I will see you guys on the next video. ขอบคุณนะครับ โชคดีครับ แล้วเจอกันใหม่ครับ I'll see you again. Bye.